Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over some underrated gems on Amazon Prime or Prime Video. I feel like some of these don't get enough recognition. There's some of them that people have heard of. Okay, sorry. So as I was saying, there are some movies that are on Prime Video that I feel have kind of slipped under the radar. And there are some that, you know, are more popular than others. So I'm just going to be going over a few of those. So if you don't know what Amazon Prime is, it's basically, you know, there's Amazon Prime where you can order things, and then also they have a video section where you can watch movies and TV shows, and that'll be my next segment will be TV shows. So I'll just go ahead and get into it. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Evil Eye. Evil Eye I thought was pretty amazing. Basically it's about this mother. She's abused by her boyfriend when she's younger, and then when her daughter's old enough that she can find a boyfriend, it turns out that she's actually dating her mother's boyfriend reincarnated. It's really weird, but it's actually a very good movie and I couldn't stop watching it. Next we have Tower. So Tower I just recently watched. Basically it's about the school shooting in Houston in 1966, if I'm correct. And it goes over step by step of what happened, and it's got really cool animation, and I really enjoyed watching it. I was actually watching it and researching for a book that I'm writing, so I wanted to watch that one, and it was really good. Next one we have The Assault. The Assault is a very amazing, heart-wrenching movie. It is a Lifetime movie. It basically follows a girl who was sexually assaulted at a party, and she goes through a lot of ridicule, as you know, a lot of girls do when that stuff happens, unfortunately. And it is a must-watch for me. Next one is a must-watch as well. This one flew under my radar, and once I watched it, I couldn't stop watching it. It was very intriguing. So it is called Surviving Lunch. So Surviving Lunch follows a young girl who her father was killed after a bully accidentally shot him. He was actually aiming towards, well, not a bully, a kid that was bullied. And he was aiming for the bully, but the teacher stepped in. She's transferred to another school and is automatically bothered by a bully in the school, and she tries to help people because she doesn't want that to happen again, and it ends up being another school shooting. Well, he doesn't get that far. So I mean, it's a very amazing movie where I really think you should watch it. Okay, next we have Wasted on the Young. So Wasted on the Young was a little bit slow, but it was good. It's about this rich kid. He and some friends, they sexually assault the girl, and you know, she makes him pay for it. So and his, I guess, stepbrother helps. Next we have Reviving Ophelia. Reviving Ophelia is about a young girl where she is getting abused by her boyfriend. Basically that's the extent of the movie. It is very good, and it's a Lifetime movie. Next we have Sinister Seduction. So this one, I think I'll give it about a 2.5 or a 3. It has the kid that's in Cobra Kai. I can't think of his name right now. He plays Robbie. But basically he seduces his new friend's mother for an ulterior motive, which I won't say because I don't want to ruin it. But you kind of get it halfway through the movie that that's what his intentions are for. But pretty good movie. Next one, The 10th Circle. I really enjoy this movie. It has Kelly what's her name? God, I just had a brain cramp. Kelly Preston. It has Kelly Preston in it, and basically it follows her daughter. She says she's raped, but they don't really know what to believe. So I mean, it's just like a whole web of things. Can't really explain just one thing, but that's the main plot of the movie. Next we have Allison. So Allison is a very disturbing documentary about Allison. She was basically raped in South Africa and disemboweled. She had her throat cut so deep that her head almost came off of her shoulders, and she lived. She is a very strong woman, and I think this one is something that you should watch, just so you could see what she went through and know that, I mean, you can overcome these obstacles. Next we have MFA. MFA is such a fun movie. It's about a girl, she, you know, gets raped, and it's basically like a revenge movie. She takes revenge on the guy that did it, and she takes it into her own hands on getting after helping other rape victims and getting their attackers. So it's fun. Another one is a documentary. It's called Because We Are Girls, and it follows Indian sisters. It follows Indian sisters who were sexually assaulted by a family member when they were younger, and they're going through a legal process trying to get him to own up to what he did. And it's very emotional, and I'm not sure if, I can't really remember if they succeed in it, but yeah, it's a documentary, so it follows, I think there's 3 sisters, and they all did get sexually assaulted. Next is Death of a Cheerleader. So Death of a Cheerleader, this is going to be the, oh gosh, what is it, 1990, let me look real quick, because there's 2 of them. I'm not a fan of the remake. And it's also titled A Friend to Die For. This one came out in 1994, and it stars Kelly Martin and Tori Spelling. And basically it is loosely based on the murder of Kirsten Costas. And it's a Lifetime movie, of course, so it's got all that drama that you need, but it's a really fun, not fun movie to watch, but it's a very interesting movie to watch. He needs his diaper changed. Next we have Double Mommy. Double Mommy is just a completely ridiculous, it has a plot that, like, you don't think would happen. So basically, she gets pregnant with her boyfriend's baby, and then she's raped at the same time frame, and she gets pregnant by both her rapist and her boyfriend. So it's kind of, I mean, it's a Lifetime movie. I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, it's a pretty good movie. Next we have 15 and Pregnant with Kirsten Dunst. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of this movie, but I think it's a very good movie for kids to watch, because it shows you, I mean, if these things would have been shown to me when I was younger, I think I would have protected myself a little bit more. Even though I don't regret anything, I just think, because I had my son when I was 17. So I think these kind of things should be taught instead of like sex ed, which I don't think does anything. So next we have Fab Five. So Fab Five is basically about these 5 cheerleaders. They run the school. Her mother's the principal. They never get reprimanded for anything that they do, and then a teacher comes in and she finally breaks that cycle. So it's, you know, it's really good. This one is another documentary. It's super fun. It's called Haunters, The Art of the Scare, and I think this was on Netflix as well. Basically, it's a documentary about haunted houses and what they go through and stuff like that. It's just a super cool documentary. Super cute documentary about haunted houses. Next we have The Price of Honor. The Price of Honor had me intrigued from the moment that I heard about it. It's about Amina and Sarah Saeed. They were killed by their father in a honor killing, and till recently this year he had been on the run, and I think it's been over 10 years. I'm not really sure, but they finally caught him, and but this basically, you know, tells their story, and it's a documentary. The next one is Bipolarized. So Bipolarized follows a young man who has bipolar, and he separates himself from medication. Now I can kind of relate to this because I do have bipolar myself, and I don't know if I would ever be able to be that strong to not be on medication for it, because when I wasn't on it, it was horrible. So I mean, this basically is a documentary, and it follows him, and he tells his story, and it's, you know, it's a pretty good show. Next we have The Girl Next Door. Oh, The Girl Next Door is just, it's very hard to watch, and it is based on a true story. I can't think of her name right now, but she was tortured by her neighbor, and I'll put her name right here somewhere. I don't know what it is at this very second, but it's very hard to watch. Next we have Beautiful Boy. Now, Beautiful Boy, I give a 5. I'm not sure what I gave it originally, but as of right now, I give it a 5. It's it has Steve Carell in it, and and it follows him and his struggle with his son's drug addiction, and it's just an amazing movie. It's not a documentary. It's like I said, it has Steve Carell in it, but it is based on the book that the father did write. So next we have Girl Fight. Girl Fight is actually based on a true story as well. It's got Anne Heche in it, and it's about, I'm not sure if any of you remember the video that surfaced of maybe 5 or 6 girls jumping a girl in a house, and they filmed it and they posted it on the internet, and basically, I mean, that's what it's about. I'm trying to pull this up here, sorry. And it just basically goes over that story. Now, it's not true to it, but, you know, it kind of goes over it, if you know what I mean. So next, we have, so this one's a Disney movie, and I watched this in the 90s, of course, and it is Wish Upon a Star. So Wish Upon a Star is a super cute movie. It has Danielle Harris in it. Her and her sister actually switch places after the younger sister, who's not popular, she's smart, but her older sister, who's popular, they switched places for a couple days. But, you know, it's a super fun movie, and it was actually filmed here in, Utah, where I live, and it was filmed at a high school that I used to go to. Not the same time, of course. But yeah, I think this is going to be, you want something, buddy? But yeah, so I think, now these weren't in any particular order. These are just some that I some that I've been watching, and just was amazed that that these haven't been put more out there. There's one more that I wanted to mention. It's called No Place to Hide, and it's a documentary over the suicide of Rhea Parsons, and it was in Canada. She had been sexually assaulted, and after that she was ridiculed, and she actually committed suicide because she just could not take it anymore. So I mean, that's kind of what happens after a girl is sexually assaulted. She gets ridiculed, and she's the one that's put on trial instead of the person that actually did it. So yeah, that is it for my list. I think my next one is going to be TV shows, so watch out for that one. And like this if you've seen any of these. If you haven't, still like this, subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.